Hello, welcome to section 4. The title of this section is Angular Component Setup. In this section, we will create the Angular components and we will set up the route for those components, and we will also create an Angular form using Twitter Bootstrap. The title of this video is Creating the Components. In this video, we will create our product component and we will also show you how the Angular project is structured. Now let's jump into Visual Studio Code and start creating our components. So when we created our project, we had different folders, and this folder, client app, is a special folder. So this is the folder where all the Angular code goes. We have another folder called views. Views is mainly used by Razor syntax or the views that comes with MVC. But we won't be using this. We will be using this client app to create all our components, and this will be like the main place where all the UI stuff, or you can say the Angular code, will go. So let's see how it is structured. So here we see we have few folders: app, client app, dist, test. We have few TypeScript files as well. So the main focus is this app folder. This is the main folder where we write the code and where we put all our components and modules. So in this folder, we can see we have a components folder and we have 3 TypeScript files, which are actually app modules for this Angular. Now in the components folder, we see we have 5 different folders, and each folder is actually one component. So it's very well structured. And so now if we want to create a component, what we have to do is we have to create a folder in the components folder. So let's give name product. So here now we are creating our component manually. In the next video, we will show you how you can create your component using Angular CLI. So first in the folder, we will create a new file and we will give it a name, product.component.ts. So this is a naming convention you have to follow. Like, this is what Angular community suggests, that you put component next to the name of your component. So as we are naming product as our component name, so we have to put component next to it. So this is a convention that we will be following. And then let's create the HTML file as well. So product.component.html looks good. So our files are ready. So let's start creating our product component file. So before I start, let me show you a few extensions that you can use with your Visual Studio Code. I am using these, and these makes my life a little bit easy. So I have this Angular version 5 snippet by John Papa. This is a very nice extension. I have this another called auto import. So it imports the namespaces, you can say, or the needed classes into your file. And I have some others like ASP.NET Helper, Beautify. So these are not related with TypeScript or Angular, but if you like, you can use it. Okay, so first now what we will do is we will import the component. So import component, and when we do it, auto import, the extension is actually importing it for us. So we don't have to write everything. Now what we have to do is we have to create the component like this, and here in the curly braces we have to have a selector, and the selector would be product. Then we will have a template URL, and this would be the link to our HTML file, which is product.component.html. Looks good. If we had a CSS file, then we could have put in the style URL, but we don't have it. So let's go forward and create our class. So it's export class product component. So that's our name of the class. So let's create a variable and give this variable a name. So this is a string type. Let's put hello product. I don't know what to write. Let's just put hello product there. So now let's go to our HTML, and here let's have an h1 tag. In the curly braces we will have a name. So when we open our product component in the browser, we will see hello product in h1 tag. So now as our product component looks good, but we won't be able to run it and see it in the browser because we haven't registered it in the module. So to do that, what we have to do is we have to go to app shared module ts, and here in the ng module declaration I will add the product component. If I do it, the auto import extension has automatically imported the class for me. But if you don't have the auto import extension, then you have to write this manually. Now as we have registered this in the declaration, our component is now ready.